I'd like to thank everybody coming tonight. I'm really impressed with the turnout. And we're here tonight to mourn the death of health care. So I do have a few speakers that I have that's going to come up to the mic. And at the end of the night, Norma Robinson will close. And when she is done, I would ask that everybody at that moment blow out your candle to represent the death of health care. So to start off, I'm going to ask that Patrick Colford from the Federation of Labor to open up with the first remarks. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How we doing? Let's try this again. How's everyone doing? Okay, let's just try something a little different this time. When I say how's everyone doing, you say pissed, okay? Because I think at this point we are kind of pissed. How's everyone doing? More like it. It's more like it. I've already burnt my cup once. There's lots of healthcare workers here that are professionals in burns, so that's all right. I'm confident. Brothers and sisters, members of the public, I want to thank you very much for coming out tonight and showing support and sending a strong message to the Glant government that we are not going to take the cuts and the austerity in this province. Who's with me? My God, St. John is a rambunctious crowd. I love it. It's awesome. You know, Glant, he ran on job creation. He ran on taking care of our youth. He ran on taking care of our seniors. Hell, he even ran saying that he would take care of workers. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing about Glant, and one thing I found a lot about Liberals. Liberals are like bad drivers. During that election, they're signaling left. But as soon as they get elected, my Jesus, they turn right and they cut us all off. Yeah. Yeah. So we're here tonight to send a very strong message to Glant. The privatization will not work. We're here tonight to send a very strong message to Premier Glant that if it's a fight he wants, by damn, it's a fight he's going to get. Because I'm telling you right now, as the president of the New Brunswick Federation of Labor, if Brian Glant wants to try to wake up a sleeping giant, which is over 40,000 unionized members in this province, by Jesus, he better be careful what he wishes for, because he will be trounced. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters.
I'll ask Ryan Watson to come up, please.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. When I come up here tonight, I wasn't prepared to speak, but give me a microphone and this government right now, and I got something to say. This isn't just about healthcare, everybody. This is about New Brunswick, period. Rural New Brunswick is under attack like we've never seen under attack before. They want to close rural New Brunswick, and I don't know why yet. Is it because they want to pillage the land? I don't know. But they want rural New Brunswick gone. It's hospitals. It's schools. They're trying to close the schools in rural New Brunswick. They're trying to get rid of outpatient departments in rural New Brunswick. They want municipal services gone. They want everything gone in New Brunswick. Now, Mr. Glant, you have woken up the sleeping giant, as Brother Patrick has said. We're in the playoffs, Mr. Glant, and Stanley Cup's coming. If that's what you want to go for, that's what we're codenaming as Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup! Stanley Cup! Stanley Cup! Stanley Cup! Stanley Cup!
Mr. Glant, the message here is just starting. As you've seen, there's been rallies around the province just starting now. We're going to follow you everywhere you go this summer, and we're going to be there in your face, and it's only going to get more and more and more, brothers and sisters, so let's get them.
QB 2745, the educational support staff. And we would just like to have the Liberal government respect what we do and come back to the table with a mandate and get us a contract. We're 2 years and 3 months without a contract. They haven't had a mandate in 7 months, so we haven't been able to meet. And it's time that we were recognized as the people that we are and what we do. And when they close schools, the cuts not only affect our brother unions, 1253, it affects ours because we represent the admin assistants in the school, the library workers in the school, the EAs, the SIWs in the schools. And when they close schools, our members are displaced, and it causes so much movement at the end of the school year, or in the middle of the school year, or at the beginning of the school year. And the only people that don't benefit from this is the students that we work with and our members. And we're asking Mr. Gallant to step forward, to come forward and get us a contract that we deserve and we should have had over a year and a half ago. Yeah. So, we are 98% female and we got 4,400 members. Wow. And Mr. Gallant is the Minister of Women's Affairs. But he hasn't got time to have a meeting with us as the Premier. He hasn't got time to have a meeting with us as the Minister of Women Affairs. So we were just wondering, maybe if he took on another portfolio, he might have time to see us and we could make up something to go visit him with, right? Yeah. So we look for your support. Anybody that needs ours, 2745 is always there. Okay?
Solidarity! Solidarity! Solidarity!
So just before I have Norma Robinson of 1252 come up to speak, I just want to mention that we do have buses leaving from St. John to Fredericton on the 28th of May to the rally. And I have just had permission today to put on a third bus. So I do have approximately 25 seats left. So if anybody wants a seat on that bus, we want it filled before we go to Fredericton. I want you to give me a call at 609-1104. It is on Facebook, so if you can't remember the number, I'm sure you'll find it. It's posted everywhere. So let's fill those buses on our way to Fredericton, or to head to Fredericton. And also we have some seniors here tonight. So this button that I'm holding in my hand is a senior button, and it says, "Say no to seniors, asset grab." So we need to support the seniors as much as we need to support ourselves in these cuts against government. And I'll ask Norma Robinson to come up, please.
Thank you, sister. I'm Norma Robinson. I'm the president of QP Local 1252, the New Brunswick Council of Hospital Unions. We represent almost 11,000 members, which is a big part of the hospital sector in this province. Since 2011, the previous government, as well as the Gallant government today, continues with their austerity measures. They cut services. They cut and reduce every day. They talk about duplication of services. I just had a meeting Thursday this week with the Minister of Health, who basically told me that there's too much duplication in healthcare in the province of New Brunswick. I asked him what that meant. Does that mean because we have surgery in Edmundston, we can't have surgery in St. John? I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Every area of this province deserves to have adequate service provided. This government is on the trail of privatization. They just announced they're bringing in a private management company to look after housekeeping, dietary, and porter service. What does that mean? This is the first attempt to privatization of healthcare, and as Brother Colford said, New Brunswick's not for sale and neither is healthcare. We will stand firm, we will stand strong against any cuts this government brings in. I don't care if it's healthcare, I don't care if it's seniors, I don't care if it's education. Education, the Department of Transportation, our university students who have just lost their tuition rebates. We will stand firm for everyone in this province because our taxpayers go to those services and we damn well deserve them. This is not the time for a government to start looking at a province. They had their platform based on they want to keep the youth in the province. How are they going to do that? They're talking every day about cutting and slashing. They're known as a cut and slash government and they've been in power for 6 months. We've got 3 years. They had their stakeholder meetings last week. Mr. Boudreau said there's not a long-term fix. He wants a short-term fix. He wants it done today. He wants these decisions made because they can't afford to go forward with the fiscal cliff. The fiscal cliff, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, seniors, students, there is no fiscal cliff in this province. The only fiscal cliff is a cliff that they keep dumping money over to their friends. We need to stop this immediately. A few years ago, in healthcare, they took our laundry services out of facilities and they merged it all into one facility here in St. John, Fundy Linen. They've cut services, they've cut hours, they've cut hour providers. Well, now they've spent so much money in overtime and so much money in trucking this laundry in, now they've got to truck it somewhere else to do it. How feasible is that? These are the decisions this government is making. And we need to stand firm and make sure that on Thursday when we're at that legislature that they know we're there and they've been invited to have dinner on us, public servants, and we hope that they come out and they have the food served to them that patients are served in hospitals, which you would serve your dog better. And that is no fault of our staff in those facilities because they've cut the services so bad, our staff is serving things and cleaning with products and doing jobs that they can't even do properly because of these austerity measures. And where is this going? We need to stand firm, we need to stand together. As a brother before said, we've had these rallies happening around the province. If you hear of a rally in your area, get out, get the message to all your family and friends to come out and support. Because a half a dozen people can't do it. We need to shut this province down. We need to shut down their austerity measures and make sure that we prevail and they know who really runs the province. So I want to thank the locals here in St. John for organizing this candlelight vigil. When you think of a candlelight vigil, you think of something very subdued and calm and surreal. Well, I'm sorry, folks, I can't be surreal with this because I get so goddamn pissed off at this government that I am ready to fight.
We all are, sister.
And I'm glad to hear I have support because this is what we need to do to take them on. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and we will now shut our candles off in the morning of what this government is trying to do. They're trying to take services out of this province. They're trying to have areas in New Brunswick, rural New Brunswick, with no service at all, which is going to put a strain on the urban areas, and we can't afford that because I'm sorry, there is a loss of one life is too many, and that's what's going to happen. So, and maybe the hospital workers, we'd like to do our 9 seconds of solidarity. So we will blow our candles out and then we'll do our 9 seconds of solidarity. Thank you, Lisa. I can't tell you how friggin' proud I am to see everybody out here tonight.